Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sowing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Financing the American Dream. My name is Ivan.oberon, your kingdom lender. And as we've seen from all my segments, what we're going to focus on specifically is great people doing great things in the community and even impacting the world. And today we have a super fun episode. We're going to meet with Kevin Brannon from Real Anglers and Real Guppy Outdoors. He's going to tell us how he's helping the community and specifically working through our youth to give them a mission and a vision for the future. Kevin, why don't you come tell us a little bit about your story, man? How did you create this vision and really get started in what has become this great endeavor for you?
Man, you know, I just kind of knew that my city where I was living at needed something positive, right? Growing up the way I did, I knew that we lacked certain things in our area. Watching when my kids like kind of grew up and going to out of town to play other cities and seeing kind of like the development skills that they had, like all this stuff was playing in my brain. And one day a kid was looking at me and my kids going fishing and said, man, I wish somebody would take me fishing. And I remember being that same little kid needing those resources to take them fishing. And I thought, hey, you know what, if your parents bring you to the pier, we'll start taking you fishing.
Okay.
And I was doing my television fishing show at the time, which was to get California more exposure, the West Coast fishing. Out back east, fishing is huge. And I've been on the fishing industry since I was 11, working on boats. So it was kind of a way for me to bring my documentary film passion that I have for being a filmmaker. I'm a National Geographic PBS nerd with my own way of seeing what my community needed and just, you know, developing that while I'm being developed, and then utilizing kind of my kids as a way to be my first volunteers and show them how to be leaders as well. So it kind of all came together, and it just keeps growing. But it was, I remember being that same little kid wishing somebody would take me fishing, and I had a fishing pole that kind of got me doing the kid fishing program. And I was already doing the film program at Oxnard College to create Real Anglers Fishing Show.
Well, God bless you for having that heart as a father, and as a father myself and many of you as parents, we know that the kids, the next generation, are going to be the ones that build our country, that do good things. So what I really want to focus on, Kevin, going forward is the charitable organization part of Real Guppy Outdoors and how it focuses on kids and bringing them up, giving them a hope in the future. So let's go have a little bit of fun and learn more about Real Guppy Outdoors. Kev, I just gotta say I love your heart and passion for kids. There had to have been like an impetus moment that happened for you. Like what really got you out of where you were to starting down this path?
Man, one exact moment, that's kind of hard to pinpoint. But again, just going back to like development, I guess there was a few things that I was doing. I call R&D, like research and development at the time. Everything from doing scouts with my son, and sometimes I say I might have been an over dad because I didn't have, my dad OD'd when I was 6 years old, he died. So I lived with a single mom, you know, and everything I could do with my son as far, and my daughters, right? But coaching, scouts, but I would notice the development part of, we're supposed to be developing them, plus the resources that we have. You live in our neighborhood where you have one dad coaching 3 teams. You go to another nicer neighborhood, I guess you would say, and they have like a full, you know, coaching staff. So you can see that what we had as far as resources played into our environment, right? So I was like picking up these little R&D moments, and also with the scouts about development and waiting to them to get to a certain level to like achieve, right? If you're at this age, you can't do this assignment until you get this badge. Me working on boats since I was a little kid, they kind of let me learn on the boat. They never said, hey, you're just a kid, you can't do that. It was like, we expect you to do that. We have an expectation, but we're going to show you.
Everybody has to contribute and do their part.
Right. So it doesn't matter if you're 12 or 13. on this boat, you're part of the team. We're gonna help mold you up to becoming a deckhand from a pinhead, right? And working your way up to be a captain, right? So there's like this hierarchy path up. So I don't know, my brain just kind of works like this, and then utilizing the resources that I did have, like my 10 fishing poles and the stuff I had from the connections of doing the TV fishing show, if I put those together, instead of waiting to have everything perfect and ideal, let's just get started. So hey, let's just do a kid day once in a while. And then it started spreading, and the scouts heard about us, and then parents started spreading about us. So then we started going from just once in a while to actually where we do now, at least one every fourth Sunday of the month.
And what's your ultimate goal when you bring a kid or see kids coming in off the streets and they grew up in rough neighborhoods and in gangs and different things? Like, what's your ultimate goal to take them from where they come in to when they come out?
I guess just like confidence and belief. So if you look at the logo on my hat, it's a worm catching the fish. It means nothing's impossible, because normally the fish eats the worm. So no matter what your circumstances are, or where you come from, or not having a bunch of resources, that you could still achieve what you want to work towards. It's because I was a real tough kid. Like, nobody could hang out with me. I was always getting in trouble, man. So the kids that are really hard, those are kind of where my soft spot is at, because I know that a lot of times the kids that are academic, again, me going into school, so I used to ditch school to go fishing.
Sure.
That's when my mom said, okay, go work on boats, because at least I know you're safe out there and this is what you want to do. So when the kids that always were GATE students and these other students that always get the achievements for academics, but the ones that are like me, that are more fidgety and more constructive, or come from a broken environment, those are ones that get me excited, because I remember being that same kid and trying to see them believe in themselves, man.
Well, Kevin, why don't we go catch some memories right now?
Let's go.
Right on. All right, guys, I hope you had as much fun as I did and were inspired by Community Kevin's story. Make sure that you tune in for the next episode of Financing the American Dream, where we're going to be highlighting more great organizations creating a great impact in their local communities and around the world. Until next time, this is Ivan Oberon, your Kingdom Lender.